So we were discussing about audit fees. So what do you mean by audit fees? Audit fees paid, it's a expenses like which is paid for to the auditor for auditing of accounts like in the business. Whatever fees you are paying to the auditor for the business purpose, like business firm, they are making the auditing of accounts, will book check, they will check your books with like your data and all. So this is the audit fees expenses. If you have allowed to the like you have allowed any discounts to the debtors, you can cover over here. Okay. So your next is you have to prepare like this is the statement of balance sheet. We have seen the statement of P&L. This is the balance sheet. This is the vertical balance sheet of the companies. First is non-current asset. In non-current asset, you have to write under fixed asset. There are two types of fixed asset. One is tangible and intangible. Okay, you have
Intangible.
to write yes. If you have a tangible asset, intangible asset, you can write in inner column. Then you can total it and you can write over outside total. Long-term investment. If company has made any long-term investment, so you can write over here. And current asset. Current asset means which is receivable in for less than 1 year. You can say that less than one year. And non-current means more than 1 year. You can say it gets benefit for more than 1 year, and it is benefit for less than 1 year. In the trade receivable, you can consider as a two thing. One is bill receivable and second is debtor. ट्रेड रिसीवेबल के अंदर भी दो बाइफिकेशन है फर्स्ट इज डेटर एंड सेकंड इज बिल रिसीवेबल anything receivable from your debtor so debtor can give you the like they can make a promise note also they will give you something like that and all so this is called bill receivable you can say that they can make a bill for you you can say promissory note also for that okay, they will provide you some money on that time and all okay. Inventory, you can here in balance sheet only closing stock will be there. So inventory is your closing stock. Inventory is your stocks, but in the balance sheet you can write only closing stock. Cash and cash equivalent. If you have any cash or if you have any bank balance, or you can write over here. Cash and cash equivalent, you can say like you have marketable investment. You can say like for the short term investment. Long term investment are separate head, huh? But for long term, for short term investment, yeah, marketable investment, you can say it will come over here in cash or cash equivalent. Loan and advances. If you have given any advances or if you have given any loan to the other party, you can write over here. And after that, other current asset are also there. Other current asset means it's the residual head बोल सकते हो आप लोग residual है. So you will get your total asset. यहाँ पे हम लोग लाइबिलिटी का डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. अच्छा सॉरी आई हैव नॉट मेड लाइबिलिटी साइड. तो यहाँ पे फॉर्मेट यहाँ पे एक मिसिंग है. लाइबिलिटी का फॉर्मेट मैंने नहीं बनाया है. सो यह सेम है वो भी फॉर्मेट लाइक हम लोग डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. जैसे कि यू कैन से नॉन करंट एसेट है यहाँ पे तो वहाँ पे नॉन करंट लाइबिलिटी आएगा. ओके तो यहाँ पे अगर आप लोगों को 1 सेकेंड मैंने प्रिपेयर तो किया था. Yeah. In the question, I have made the like liability side. So first is equity and liability. So your equity share capital और preference share capital. So यहाँ पे आप लोग लिख सकते हो equity and liability के अंदर two types of share capital are there: equity share capital and preference share capital. Types of share capital we have studied in share capital topic in companies topic. Next is reserve and surplus. If you have made any reserve or you are transferring your 25% from transfer profit from general reserve, you can take over here. or retain earning from net profit statement from of P&L net profit retain earning you can see you have to यहाँ पे लाना पड़ेगा आपको. उसके बाद नॉन करंट लाइबिलिटी लाइक उसमें भी लॉन्ग टर्म बोरोइंग है. इफ यू हैव टेकन अ लोन फ्रॉम लॉन्ग टर्म you can write over your long term borrowing. After that there is a current liability. In that there is two things: trade payable. As I told you, in trade receivable there are two things: debtor and bill receivable. So in trade payable there are two things: bills payable and creditors. Sometimes yes, sometimes we can make a bill and we can make a promise like we'll give you the payment on so and so date. Okay. After that, there is the other current liability. If you have made any provisions for tax and all, so this is the other current liability. If you are making any provisions and all, okay. So this was the format of balance sheet. We'll solve first question. We can see. So this is the first question. The following is the trial balance of Abacus Limited. Limited as on 31st March 2020 was registered with nominal capital of rupees 1 lakh, share of 10 each. नॉर्मल यहाँ पे आपको बताया हुआ अथॉरिटी शेयर कितना है वो दिया हुआ है. ओके, तो दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. नॉर्मल ट्रायल बैलेंस दिया हुआ है, आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है वेयर इट विल गो. एज आई टोल्ड यू द फॉर्मेट ऑफ स्टेटमेंट ऑफ P&L and statement of balance sheet. Okay, we'll discuss first one by one. In the debits, we'll cover up first debit side, then after we'll cover credit side. Okay, so this is the first is you can say the stock as on 1st April. Stock as on 1st April, that means this is the opening stock you can say. So where it will go? In statement of profit and loss account, there is the in expenses head, there is the changes in inventory. Okay, so in that you can write opening minus closing. So there it will go. Opening, how much is there given? Opening balance 40,000. Yes. So closing stock never comes in trial balance. It will comes in adjustment only. Yeah? Closing stock never comes in trial balance. Additional information. Okay. So first you can write over here changes in inventory after stock. Okay. Just note down now. Just fill up this in your book. Just make the question in your book. And after that you can write the one by one. Okay. Like just write stock as on 1st April 2000, like whatever. After in bracket you can write it will go in changes in inventory. The second thing is plant and machinery. Second is plant and machinery. Where it will go? Balance sheet. Tangible. Yes, in the balance sheet asset side there is a tangible asset. Okay, so you can write after plant and machinery that after you can write the plant and machinery in bracket. This is it will go in tangible asset in the balance sheet. Okay, everyone, clear?
Yes.
Okay. Third is sales return. You have to write over here revenue from operation, sales minus sales return. Remember? Yes. In the same line, in the credit side, you can find like sales are there, 9,60,000. So from 9,60,000, you have to deduct your sales return amount, that is 80,000. You will get your 80,000 something. So you have to write over revenues from operation. So in the bracket sales return, you can write revenue from operation and P&L. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In the same line, you can write after sales also. After sales bracket revenue from operation and P&L. Okay. Next is building. Where it will go? Tangible asset. Yes, tangible asset. Wages.
employee benefit cost.
Yes, employee benefit. There is a called in P&L employee benefit expenses. Hello. So it will go in that
Yes, ma'am.
employee benefit expenses. After that, purchases. There is a separate head of expenses
Purchase
in the
of stock.
expenses. Purchase of stock. So you can write over there. Purchase.
मैम वो पूरा चार्ट है ना, किसके अंडर में क्या आएगा?
क्या?
मैम वो पूरा चार्ट है ना, किसके अंडर में क्या आएगा? लाइक टेंजिबल, इंटेंजिबल, फिर ये
आपके पास टेक्स्ट
परचेसेस.
बुक है क्या? हेलो.
हाँ मैम.
ओके, मुझे नहीं पता, टेक्स्ट बुक होगा तो शायद उसमें लिखा भी होगा, क्योंकि मेरे पास टेक्स्ट बुक नहीं है फिलहाल के लिए.
हाँ.
ठीक है, बाकी सब लोग के पास टेक्स्ट बुक है क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ मैम,
Okay,
सबके
so-
पास ही दिया है ना क्लास वाइज.
ओके ठीक है, तो फिर आप लोग को टेक्स्ट बुक में भी मिल जाएगा फिर वो तो कहाँ पे क्या जाएगा. बट फॉर द पर्पज ऑफ सॉल्विंग दिस क्वेश्चन आप लोग बाजू में, ठीक है, लिख नहीं रहे हो तो फिर दिमाग में रखो कि इधर क्या जाएगा. बिकॉज वाइल सॉल्विंग द क्वेश्चन यू हैव टू रिमेंबर द कहाँ पे क्या जाने वाला है, क्योंकि बैलेंस शीट टैली होना चाहिए ना. इसके लिए मैं लिखवा रही हूँ, फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है इसके लिए लिख रहे हैं हम लोग. इसके लिए अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन कर रही हूँ मैं कि बाकी आप लोग को बाद में प्रॉब्लम नहीं आए. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है इसके लिए, बाकी आप लोग जैसा बोलो वैसा, आई डोंट माइंड. सो हेड्स बताओ या नहीं बताओ?
हाँ मैम, बताओ हेड्स.
ठीक है. ओके, नेक्स्ट परचेज हो गया. इन द परचेज सेक्शन में जाएगा वो, परचेज ऑफ स्टॉक इन द एक्सपेंसेस हेड. आफ्टर दैट कैरेज इनवर्ड, where it will go?
Other expense.
Yes, other expenses you can write like the carriage inward is for, like you can say the manufacturing expenses you can say. So it will go in other expenses. Okay, heads are there in P&L account. Next is rent and taxes. It will also go in other expenses.
Other expense.
Yes. After that, sundry debtors are there. It will go in under the trade and receivable in the balance sheet. Asset side, trade receivable.
Yes.
Okay. After
Yes.
that, interest on bank loan. Where it will go?
Finance cost.
Yes, finance cost, as I give you the example also. Advertisement expenses. Other expenses.
Other expense.
Bad debt. Other expenses. Cash at bank.
Cash and cash equivalent.
Yes, in the asset side, you will find cash and cash equivalent at the downside in current asset. So you can write over there. Discount allowed.
Other expense.
Yes, other expenses. Investments. In asset side, you will find long-term investments. Okay. So long-term investment में जाएगा ये. Furniture and fitting. Tangible asset.
Tangible.
Yes. After that, audit fees.
Other expense.
Yes, other expenses. Insurance premium.
Other.
Other expenses. Cash in hand. Insurance premium and traveling expenses both
Cash and
will
cash
come
equivalent.
under the other expenses. Cash in hand. Balance sheet asset में cash and cash equivalent है,
Right.
वहाँ पे जाएगा. फिर salary. Employee benefit.
Benefit cost.
Yes. So we have covered the
P&L.
debit side. Anyone have any doubt in debit side? किसी को कुछ पूछना है कि मतलब कौन सा हेड किधर जाना चाहिए, इधर क्यों गया, ऐसा कुछ है या डाउट?
No, ma'am.
डिस्काउंट अलाउड.
क्या बोल रहे हो? हेलो.
हेलो मैम.
हाँ बोलिए, डिस्काउंट अलाउ क्या पूछ रहे हो आप?
हेलो मैम, डिस्काउंट अलाउड कौन से हेड में जाएगा बताना.
डिस्काउंट अलाउ जो है वो अदर हेड में जाएगा, अदर एक्सपेंसेस हेड में. तो समटाइम्स कंपनी क्या करती है पता है, जब मुझे लाइक व्हेन आई हैव टू पे डिविडेंड लाइक डिस्काउंट्स टू द कस्टमर्स, सो हम लोग यहाँ पे नलीफाई करते हैं कि मुझे उसके सामने डिस्काउंट कितना मिला है सप्लायर से. Whatever discount I have received from my supplier, na, I have to deduct that whatever I have amount paid to the allowed, like to the debtors. You have to nullify this. You can see this. डेबिट साइड में आपको डिस्काउंट अलाउ दिखेगा, बट इन द क्रेडिट साइड यू कैन फाइंड दैट देयर इज अ डिस्काउंट रिसीव ऑल्सो. You have received a discount of rupees 2,800, but you have discount allowed to your customers, that is 4,050 rupees. तो यहाँ पे कंपनी क्या करती है रियल मार्केट में, उसको नलीफाई करती है, सेट ऑफ करती है कि मेरे को 4,000 मैंने दिया, उसके सामने 2,800 आया ना मुझे, आई हैव रिसीव दैट 2,800 रुपीज. सो नेट लॉस कितने का हुआ, नेट डिस्काउंट कितने का दिया मैंने आपको, तो आपको वो लेस करना पड़ेगा. सो डिस्काउंट अलाउ जो है वो डेबिट साइड में जाएगा इन द अदर एक्सपेंसेस, एंड यू कैन लेस from discount allow, that is discount received 2,800. So you will get your discount allow amount, net discount allowed. Clear everyone? You have discount allowed to
में जाएगा ना अदर एंड.
मैं वही बोल रही हूँ. मार्केट में क्या होता है, जब मुझे डिस्काउंट
Discount
मिल रहा है ना, तो मुझे सामने में डिस्काउंट भी देती हूँ. सो यहाँ पे कंपनी वाले क्या करते हैं, वो लोग चेक करते हैं कि मुझे कितने का डिस्काउंट मिला और मैंने कितने रुपए का डिस्काउंट दिया आपको. सो वो मुझे यहाँ पे मैच करना पड़ेगा. तो अभी ये सिचुएशन में अगर आप देखोगे तो मुझे डिस्काउंट मिला है 2,800 रुपए का, लेकिन सामने मैंने 4,000 रुपए का डिस्काउंट दिया है. सो आप यहाँ पे ये चेक कर सकते हो कि 4,000 का डिस्काउंट मैंने दिया है ना, तो उसके बाद 2,800 मुझे मिला, तो नेट डिस्काउंट मैंने कितने का एक्स्ट्रा दिया मेरे जेब से, वो आपको यहाँ पे फाइंड आउट करना है. सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज डिस्काउंट अलाउड माइनस डिस्काउंट रिसीव इन द अदर एक्सपेंसेस हेड ओनली. So 4,050 rupees minus less discount received 2,800. So net discount allow is 1,250. Clear everyone? So always you have to like adjust
Yes,
with
ma'am.
this, whatever amount discount allow you have customer to the customer and discount received from your supplier, you have to adjust in one head only. Clear na? Okay, we'll cover up credit side. शेयर कैपिटल, इक्विटी एंड शेयर कैपिटल हेड है वहां पे. लाइबिलिटी साइड इट विल गो देयर. वी हैव डिस्कस अबाउट डिस्काउंट रिसीव. दिस डिस्काउंट रिसीव यू हैव टू डिडक्ट फ्रॉम डिस्काउंट अलाउड. सेल्स रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम
Discount
ऑपरेशन.
allowed.
यस, सेल्स रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन. इनकम फ्रॉम इन्वेस्टमेंट, you have received the income from investment.
इन्वेस्टमेंट के हेड में आएगा ना.
So this is your other income. Down your revenue from operation, second other income. You can write over there. So income from investment will go in other income in P&L, profit and loss account. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. This is a purchase return. You have to purchase minus purchase return. There is a in debit side we have found like debit purchase rupees 6,64,000. Top 5. You have to deduct purchase return over here, 84,000 rupees ka. Clear? Okay. This is the after that bank loan is there. Where it will go? Bank loan. See, normally, generally, you can say the bank loan is like generally it's secured. So it's secured, so you can assume that it is a long-term borrowing. So it will go in the liability side, long-term borrowing. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So after that, sundry creditors. Where it will go? In trade payable, balance sheet, liability side. Trade payable, bills payable and creditors. Trade payable. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, so we have discussed about the we have discussed this trial balance. There is a 5 or 6 adjustment also is there, and after that we'll see the solution. But from Monday we'll see that. Okay.
Yeah.
So there is no
Yes.
lecture on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. We'll meet on Monday. We'll continue sums and all.
Monday.
Okay.